little fact of the day is
Bulletproof Radio.
We're at Brendon Burchard's studio, and today's guest is none other than Brendon.
Hey man, thanks for having me. I'm a writer and a trainer.
Okay.
And a writer first, trainer second, and I usually write or train on the topics of motivation and personal development or marketing and business. And outside of those two things, I don't write or talk about or know anything. So we want to be free to be who we are. We want to be free to go after what we want, but we have these two enemies that get in our way every single time. And one is self-oppression. We put ourselves down. So we struggle with doubt and delay and divisiveness from other people. And then there's social oppression, which is the reality that there's critics and people who judge us and people who aren't always nice and kind and supportive of who we are or what we want. And life is about dealing with those two things. We conveniently, as a culture, blame fear. Actually, if you go back and you read philosophers of time, you don't see as much conversation, oh, it's always fear, and they're always blaming fear. They're usually blaming self-reliance and personal responsibility and habit and discipline. It's only a modern era thing that we all conveniently say fear is the number one thing. But the real problem most people have is sustained motivation.
I would totally agree with sustained motivation.
If you have sustained motivation, you'll overcome the fear. As you know, if you're not intentional about your food each day, you're gonna end up fat, slovenly, and just destroyed.
It's true.
Because that's what the society will just push you to convenience and ease and speed, and you'll take it, and you'll consume too much.
Yeah, fast
the
food
same
all
thing
the time.
happens intellectually and psychologically for us, right? The world says, no, just go with the flow, just be easy, And so a lot of people just show up in environments and they have no presence or intention at all. And the less presence and the less intention you have, the more self-doubt. You don't have to quash all of the negative emotions that you happen to feel. What you have to do is teach yourself to generate the emotions you do want to feel on a consistent enough basis. If we have a negative emotion and we give that emotion during the day a high relative weight of importance, and we keep holding it and duration, we keep our focus on it over a period of time. We don't let it go, and now it starts derailing our further beliefs, behaviors, ambitions, goals. That's not healthy. But knowing that also gives us power too, because we can choose to have an emotion, to create the thoughts in our mind to have an emotion, even like confidence. And we can say, okay, I'm gonna choose to feel confident. How would I stand, move, talk, breathe, project? If I was a little more confident, just not Mr. Confident, just a little more. What would that be like? What would that feel like?